Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and welcome to episode 65 of In Focus Friday. So last week we had a look at the St. Gulden's $20 gold coin. Really awesome coin. Very popular with you guys. You've obviously drawn to very gold and shiny things because it was overwhelming winner in the vote, and then the comments last week, you guys really loved it. So I can completely understand why, because it is a phenomenal coin. If you haven't checked it out yet, go and have a look. The link's in the description below. Now, as I said last week, no vote last week. This week we're going to have a look at the MK bars button and brand. I want to talk a little bit about that. But normal service will be resumed at the end of this episode. I'll be bringing back some coins for voting for next week, so make sure you stick around and cast your vote at the end of this episode. So, MK bars button. Now, this is the first piece of MK bars silver which I have picked up. This was a purchase through the Silver Forum, and over here in the UK, the MK bars sort of brand and stuff is not that common. It's a fairly hard thing to pick up, and certainly hard thing to pick up at a decent price. And we see these things commanding really sort of high premiums on eBay, on the secondary market, on the Silver Forum. So when this piece came up at a very competitive price, I jumped straight on it because I didn't have any, and I wanted to buy some because I think MK bars is a huge success story which needs to be kind of championed and shouted out. And it is, at the end of the day, a private mint, private family-owned, operated mint and business that started, I think, back in 2014. I think they're based over in LA, in California. But they built a business, they built a brand, they built products, and they sold it at a time which was, potentially quite difficult for selling silver generally. And yeah, it's a really impressive success story. And when you look at the fact that these things are so desirable, they can bring out new products, and they can have huge pre-sales and have huge kind of pre-releases, which is pretty amazing. And then on the secondary market, there's a lot of demand for these products as well. That's a pretty amazing thing to sort of see. So yeah, it's just a really inspiring story, certainly for somebody like me who is starting to try and break into that whole world with my own hand-poured silver. I'm nowhere near what MK bars is, or my stuff could probably never get to the kind of scale that MK bars is, but there's always that hope, and there's always that kind of inspiration to draw from it. But I think what's really cool is, with MK bars is their brand, their look and feel, and that's really integral to anything, because there's nothing stopping any kind of Joe Blogs person from going and buying a furnace and pouring silver, and I highly recommend that you give it a go if you're intrigued and you want to have a really fun hobby to try. And do it and learn. It's a fantastic hobby to do. But there is nothing stopping from everybody from going and doing that. But what MK bars, and other big brands out there have done is they've created that brand, that desirability factor, which is just really impressive. And and it holds true when these things come up for sale on secondary markets, and they have big premiums on them. They're good investment pieces, because even though you're paying a premium for them, they will hold their premium, which is a really interesting thing to see. And the fact that they're hand-poured silver as well, so it's something that you can have, you can hold. It's something that I have out on my desk at the moment as a kind of my paperweight. I kind of fluctuate as to what my sort of different paperweights are when I'm sort of at my desk working. And at the moment, this MK bars round is the paperweight of choice, shall we say. It's for me to have and to hold out on my desk. Oh, it sounds like I want to marry it or something, to have and to hold. But it's just really nice. You can't do that with kind of a special coin. You can't do that with a proof sovereign or something. You can't just have that out and have it out to play with all the time. But you can with hand-poured silver, which is what I love about it the most. So there we go. I mean, MK bars, complete hats off to you guys. Awesome product, awesome brand and business, and long may it continue. And I hope that I'll be able to pick up some more MK bar stuff along the way, because I really do like it. I think it's a very interesting piece. It's this one anyway, and they've got such a wide range of products as well, which is pretty amazing. So yeah, there we go. Do let me know your thoughts on MK bars in general. I think a lot of you in America obviously know about them already, but if you haven't checked them out ever before, I'll put a link to their website in the description below. Make sure you go and check them out. So there we go, MK bars. Awesome organisation. So, vote for next week. Right, we're going to have to zoom out a little bit because we have a big old 10-ounce kookaburra still. So, if you want to see that next week, please put a comment in this video for the 10-ounce kookaburra. We then have the unicorns. Now, this is the proof unicorn that I picked up, the silver proof unicorn, but we also have the Bullion unicorn as well. So it'd be interesting to have a kind of compare and contrast between the two. So if you'd like to see that next week, then vote for that. And then the last little tiny, eeny weeny, beany, teeny, tiny coin that I want to show, I'm sorry, that kind of went on a little bit too long, is the 20th ounce Lunar Dog, Perth Mint Lunar Dog. I have recently picked up this one to add to my sort of set of the 20th ounce gold lunar coins. So that is what we have for your choices for next week. I can't really get much closer into the dog without actually showing it properly as an episode, so you'll have to take my word for it that it's a very pretty coin, very pretty design. So do let me know your thoughts. I think the Kookaburra is going to win, but prove me wrong. If you would like to see one of the other two, then please do vote. Otherwise, thumbs up on this video if you like it. That would be very helpful indeed. Share it around on your social media. Now guys, if you haven't checked out my 2,000 subscriber giveaway yet, we've got another week and a bit until that is all closed, so make sure you go check that out. There's a link in the description below. Otherwise, all that's left for me to say is a massive thank you to you all for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.